Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday. First things first. Holy crap. $231,000. That was the total. Nearly $250,000. And I really want that to be in perspective. 3 days, not 4 days, 3 days, completely remote during a pandemic, $250,000. A lot happened after we went to bed last night. I felt bad that we couldn't be there for the finale, but we did have to get up early this morning to get Mal to the emergency dentist appointment. But I wanted to start this vlog by saying, again, you're all incredible, and thank you for making this event such an incredible success. I mean, absolutely wild. Okay, now let's move forward into what's happening right now. I'm in the car. It is not yet 9 a.m. We've had to come over here to the dentist, which is closed for all normal appointments, but is open for emergency appointments. I talked about this yesterday. I guess yesterday. Feels like forever ago, but yesterday. But about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago, Mal hurt her tooth while flossing. And she's kind of had pain off and on since then, and she's not sure exactly what it could be. She was worried that it could be an abscess, and she had called the dentist, and they gave her a prescription. So she's been taking that, but she still had an appointment to come in so the dentist could actually look at it. And, you know, again, first off, nobody wants to go to the dentist for an emergency appointment in the first place, because that sounds horrifying. And then number two, there's a global crisis. So going out into the world, it all sucks. Going to a doctor's office where someone's going to be in your face is, you know, it's going to freak you out a little bit. So Mal's actually had a fair bit of anxiety about all of this. And, you know, she went and got in line. There's a line, like, I say line, there are people waiting outside because they don't want people inside the office. And there's not that many people, but, you know, everyone's staying like 6 feet away. And she was like, the guy in front of me is, he's not wearing a mask, and he just keeps clearing his throat. And I'm like, okay, because I'm like texting her while she's in the line. And of course, Mal's got a mask on and is just waiting in this line outside. So I don't know exactly when she'll be seen. I don't know how long it'll take. And, you know, certainly we don't know what's wrong, but hopefully we'll get that answer soon. Very, very soon. And in the meantime, I brought my Switch so I can sit here and play some Animal Crossing, so that'll be nice. I did not get as much sleep as I would like. We went to bed at a great time, but at some point I woke up and I was tossing and turning, and I had a hard time getting back to sleep. So I actually got up earlier this morning than my alarm even was set for, because I was like, I'm not going to get back to sleep. So is there a nap in my future? Quite possibly. It's a good possibility. No sooner had I given Rooney a bomber-style jacket than Mal is back. So, how'd it go?
Well, they did an x-ray.
Okay.
I needed to see, and they said that there's no infection. There's no sign of, like, anything going on with the x-ray. Mm-hmm. So then he looked at my mouth, and he said that I've inflamed some gum tissue, and he thinks I just, like, irritated it.
I mean, does it give you peace of mind?
Yeah. He said he thinks, like, in the next couple days it'll just calm down and be fine. And I was like, I was trying to wait this out until it hurt last week. I said, I wish I could have lasted longer, but it hurts so bad.
Okay.
And today's been better, like...
Well, good. I mean, I'm glad that you at least have peace of mind about it. How was the whole like, you were texting me, I know, when you were waiting outside. How was it, like, inside? Did it feel
So there's
strange?
No patients inside, like, in the waiting room?
Sure, yeah.
There's a hygienist, or an assistant. I'm not sure exactly what her role is normally.
Yeah.
Doing everything. She's, like, manning the phones, working with patients, with, like, putting in info and the paperwork. Because this is the first time I've been here. We switched in January.
Yeah.
And, she put me in a hygienist room and took an x-ray, and then she told him, and then she went back to the phones, and then he came in, and there's, like, one other patient in there right now in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got up to the door, and I had to fill out my paperwork outside on a clipboard, and then knock on the door, and then they came and got it. And then she said, go wait in your car. So I came and waited here for about 5 minutes, and then she called me and said, all right, come in. So it's different.
That's quite a procedure.
Yeah, it took my temperature.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is, I said it the other day, it is what we are living right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that they were taking as many precautions as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny because, like, in that mask, under any other circumstances, you actually look like a dentist or a dental hygienist. But I guess it's a little different now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just put the switch into sleep mode and finish later. Dinner tonight is another frozen pizza because, man, they're convenient. Today we're trying Red Baron. This is a brand that I remember eating as a kid. We didn't do like a lot of frozen pizzas as a kid, but I have some like very specific memories of that. And I remember Tombstone and I remember Red Baron, but I feel like this was the one that we ate more of. This is the Special Deluxe. I think they had Special Deluxe and also Supreme. And I think the difference was just Special Deluxe had more stuff on it. And we were like, well, yeah, give us that one. How is it?
It's good. I think I like the Freschetta better.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I ate the Freschetta, I was very hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly what I'll remember. I feel like maybe the crust isn't as good. Like it's not as thick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or quality, I don't know. Although I do like, it's a little thin, and I like that in a pizza. It's got a little crunch to it, so this, I don't know. My memory might be failing. It definitely is. But, compared to the Freschetta, what I remember of the Freschetta, I feel like the Freschetta was probably a higher quality pizza. But this is good for, like completely different merits.
Yeah. I feel like I was impressed by Freschetta.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think this is as good. But I like how thin the crust is. It feels, again, it's like crunchy. I like that. So I've been upstairs working on some stuff, and around 10 p.m., Nintendo released a tweet that was like, hey, we're going to be releasing the final major update to Mario Maker 2, and here's a video outlining all of the stuff in it. I was like, oh, that's kind of out of nowhere. Neat. So I actually, because it was 5 minutes long, I saw that the video was, I thought it was going to be like a minute, but it was like 5 minutes long. I actually made a little reaction video to it because I know people are always asking me my opinions about these sorts of things when they drop. So I did it, and I went ahead and released it. It's like one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever had on that sort of thing. But vlogs are already done and caught up currently, and I'm trying not to get behind on anything else. So I was like, I'm just do this now. So I did it. So if you want to watch that, it's over on Stephen Plays. You can get my my input about the new features, but. As a general rule, they're good. They're very good. There's some really cool stuff there. You gonna come downstairs with me, bud? Maybe? You gonna come downstairs? Probably. You haven't had fourth meal. Come on. Come on. Come on, Kip. I'm going down another step. I'm going down another step. I'm going down another step. Kippy. Oh my God. He hasn't had fourth meal yet, so I know that he's going to be super encouraged to do this. But he's going to wait until I'm all the way at the bottom of the stairs. Almost certainly. Yep. Watch me kick this thing. Yep, there he goes. Oh, the food dish clanged. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, present and accounted for. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. That's it for today. It's been a bit of a long day, getting up early, and like I said, I just didn't sleep very well last night. But the good news is it's right on time for us to go to bed. It's midnight, which is about the time we attempt to try and go to bed. And I feel exhausted, so I should sleep just fine, wake up in the morning for breakfast stream, and keeping my fingers crossed I won't need any naps tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'll feel rested enough to push through the day. And then maybe, with Colosseum over, life can get back to normal. Sleep schedule can attempt to reach some level of normalcy. It wasn't doing great during the pandemic anyway, but the last week was hard. Last week was really hard. There was a lot going on that led to a fairly substantial amount of sleep deprivation. So I'm hoping that things will feel better this week, and I suspect they will. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?